Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins. We're going to be speaking with a Navy veteran that served on the USS Dubuque in regards to an incredible sighting he witnessed in the Pacific. Hey James, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase of Moon. I would like to get into detail of what happened aboard the Navy vessel right here off the Pacific.
So it was early autumn of '86, and my ship was the USS Dubuque. It was home ported in Sasebo, Japan, and we were out of Sasebo bound towards the South China Sea.
Could you go more in depth on the description of what you experienced that night?
Well, what we used to do is, after watches, eve watches, that ended about 10, 11 at night, we'd go above decks outside the ship, which we weren't even really supposed to, and we'd do exercise. We'd do a workout. And often we'd stargaze, because a ship at sea, a Navy ship at sea at the time, runs completely darkened, and you can have a great view of the sky. And what happened one night is I looked up and I saw what appeared to be a star at first, a bright star, but then it started moving in these incredible, flying across the horizon from one end to the other and doing these figure-8 patterns and circles, and it was just never seen anything like it.
Okay, so while you witnessed this, what was your reaction to what you witnessed? What was your prior thought of UFOs, and what did you do immediately after this sighting?
I had absolutely no belief in them whatsoever. I was baffled by what I was looking at. At first I thought perhaps it was a firefly above my head, but then I realized we were 2, 3, 4 days at sea in the middle of the ocean, and what I was looking at was very high up in altitude. And when I saw the motions it was making, I realized it had to be traveling at tens of thousands of miles an hour. It was faster than anything I'd ever seen, faster than even a meteorite. Tell
us about these angles that this unidentified object was, how it maneuvered.
It was, first it kind of rocketed back and forth, and then it started doing almost like an infinity pattern, if you will. Then there was some circles involved, and it moved crazily across the sky.
What was the response from your fellow shipmates to this experience you just had, and did they witness it themselves?
What I did is I went up to what was known as the 04 level, and that's where the lookouts were on the signal bridge. And I asked the guy on watch if he could see what I was seeing. I thought maybe I was seeing things, and he saw it too. But to my surprise, he wasn't really interested in it so much. He said, maybe it's a shooting star or something, and that didn't make any sense to me because it was just going back and forth. But he was totally disinterested in it. I was very surprised. Well, later in the week, I came across a message while working in the document destruction room of all places, and I saw that it was a report that had been forwarded from the Japanese self-defense force, air self-defense force, and they had been chasing a UFO off the coast of Japan, and they had some radar locks on it, and the report had specific information that they had targeted it with their radar. They hadn't apparently gotten very close to it, but they had radar confirmation of what they were chasing.
As far as the UFO phenomenon, what is your opinion on what the military knows?
In my opinion, the military knows quite a bit about what's going on. I don't think my sighting was the only one. I think our involvement, or the military's involvement, it goes beyond what most people can even imagine. It kind of scares me, to be honest with you. We want to thank veteran James for sharing his incredible insight in regards to the matter that happened on the USS Dubuque. And if you captured anything amazing, you could contact Third Phase via Skype.
Welcome back, Blake Cousins here, Third Phase of Moon. We're on a hike today in search of bright lights in the sky. Pu'u, Kapu, the Forbidden Hills is right up this way. Trust me, you've never seen anything like this. Let's go. It's a dangerous hike. We got about 4 miles ahead of us. We're gonna keep an eye out for falling rocks, wild boars, and who knows what else. Our destination is Waipio Valley, the Valley of the Kings, where many people from around the world have seen strange lights in the sky. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully we see something. This place is quite amazing. Look! What is that? It's not a chupacabra, but it's a little wild boar pig. Old technology with new technology, a water system that was built for the plantations. Chinese immigrants traveled to Hawaii over 100 years ago to build this water system, and now in the middle of the forest, this water irrigation continues to supply farmers around the state. Quite amazing. Now this trail dates back for centuries. The Hawaiians use this trail to get to the mountains here, known as Pu'ukapu, the Forbidden Hills. The reason being, the Hawaiians would go to war with other ali'i chiefs and their warriors. While they battled, the women were sent here to hide as a peaceful ground not to be messed with while the battle went on. Fantastic, incredible. You know what? What you're about to see is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. Come on, take a look at this, guys. About 1,000-foot drop off straight down. All right, we're gonna stay as close to the wall as we can because I'm kind of getting dizzy here. This is ridiculous. The gap between the other side of the mountain and here is about 2 miles wide. This trail right here is over 300 years old. People have said that the Hawaiian night marchers, ancient Hawaiian spirits, have actually walked down these trails. Thus, some of the explanation for the strange lights that have been spotted here. Even Reynolds Kamakavivioli, a Hawaiian kahuna, claims that Waipio Valley, this area, has its own vortex. They say if you ever come across a night marcher, you're never to look at them in the eye. The best thing to do is lay down on the ground and act as if you're an animal. Quite amazing. 1,500 feet down, straight down. Many of Hawaiians have been sacrificed, pushed down these cliffs. Other mystical beings have been spotted in this area, known as the Menehune. So this place is quite spiritual. The Hawaiians know this place for a reason. As the Valley of Kings, it is overwhelming. This place feels electric. You can feel the static charge in the air, thus the possibility and the reasoning behind strange lights here. Speaking of UFO sightings, let's take a look at this latest submission to us right here at Third Phase of Moon.
I have no idea what these are, Jaden. Oh my God. They're sitting still now. They come through the clouds earlier.
The clouds have rolled into the valley, so I'd say that's it for the hike, but you know, it's quite amazing. I'm glad you got to come along for the ride. I'm sure you've seen something that most of the world hasn't, Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Blake Cousins, we're not alone. We'll see you again next time.